Hello everyone, welcome. Today's stream will be about a new tool in RWPaint and RWCursorEditor that was requested a lot, and it is a tool for recoloring images. It is still not complete and I will work on it some more, but it can bring you some value today. So let's look at it right now. I have 3 images that I want to use to demonstrate to you how it works. One thing before I start, why this tool was not in real world paint for so many years, and as I have been writing in my blog post, it is because it is not an easy tool to create, and there already were similar methods that can achieve something like that. For example, there was a script. I have it here. So this script, you can download it and try to use it, and it will not work very well. It will just replace a single pixel somewhere like here, because this script, it will work relatively well, for example, for images like these. When you use it like this, it will replace all instances of the selected color with the new color, but only if the color matches exactly. Another way, which may be enough for you if you are, for example, working on a pixel art image, on a small image like a cursor or an icon. Another way how to do this is with the fluid fill tool. Select the color, click here, and it will replace all the colors that match the clicked color or this one point. I can move, and here you can even have multiple sources. It will only spread the color around the clicked pixel, and if, for example, let me go back and let's draw another triangle here, and now if I use the fluid fill and click on this one, it's the different color, it will not recolor this one, the other one, but the script will do that. And alternatively, if I click here on the transparent, it will recolor the transparent color, and so on. So you can have multiple source points. So this was another method how to recolor images, how you can do it in the current version. And here you can actually select a tolerance. So if I try to use it on this image, and increase the tolerance, you start seeing that it changes the more and more pixels, and that may be enough. And for example, you can choose how the difference between the clicked pixel and, or what is the maximum difference where it stops flooding. So multiple methods, this only matches the view. So anyway, so multiple methods and configurable tolerance, and you can also have multiple sources, and for example like this, and then the tolerance is computed from every clicked color. So you can recolor this white and this red and something in between, and you may be able to get decent results. But it is still not ideal, and it seems that people were still requesting a recoloring tool. Let me quickly check if there are any comments. No, it's fine. So let's continue. And so what's the problem with the recoloring? So you can see one of the problems here. It is how do we actually decide which pixels we want to change and which we want to keep as they are. And the second problem, so this problem is somehow addressed with this tolerance and maybe by the matching mode. But you can see the second problem right here. This paper is using multiple colors, multiple shades of reds, and these highlights are white. So, and we do not want just single color that will be replacing all of these various shades. So the new tool that specializes on recoloring tries to compute the difference between the recolored pixel and the source color and adjust the final color of the pixel. So if we want to recolor from this red to orange, and here we have a brighter shade of red, we want the target color to be somehow brighter than the selected orange color. So let's try this with this new tool, and you can see that it still has problems. It does not work like the fluid fill tool in a sense that you use it like a brush tool, and so instead of clicking a single pixel and the color is spreading from that source, you use it like a brush tool to mark areas that you want to recolor. And there is still a tolerance. So if in the marked area, for example, while I was using this tool, I was moving above this green part, and you can see that the green part was kept as is. So it was, the tolerance was, the difference between the red and the green pixels was big enough so that the tool decided that these green pixels should not be changed in any way. And you can see that this is not a uniform orange color. There are some differences, but it is not ideal. So maybe if I increase the tolerance, it will be better. So if I increase the tolerance to 30, you can see that these areas now look fine. They are white and there is no remaining red here. But on the other hand, you can see that as I moved the tool here, I have touched this green part and now the tolerance is too big and this green part was changed to orange. So this tool is better, but it is still not ideal. Maybe if I used smaller radius and was more careful, then the result may be better. You can see that I can draw here and nothing changes, but here by the edge it requires you to be exact, and this will be a problem, as you can see. So I want to work on this more and fine-tune this matching, and it will not be easy, because when you are a human being and you know how that this is a pepper and this is a highlight and this is a different object, you know what the result should be, but the computer doesn't know. It only sees the colors of the pixels, and it sees a red pixel here, it sees white pixel here, and it sees green pixel here and white pixel here, and here is something like a dark, this is even dark red, this is brown. And when I want to recolor the area, it is hard to decide what your intention actually is and how to do this. Maybe if we look at this image, here the situation is slightly simpler. When I click here and maybe let me draw it, you can see that some of the parts were left blue and some were changed to green. And if well, it's not ideal. Maybe start here. The tolerance is maybe too big. Oh, this looks fine. It's tolerance of 40. So this is a relatively good case. With the right settings, I was able to recolor this blue section to green, and maybe you can change the colors right here, and you can see that the gradients were preserved. So this is not just just a single color. You can see brighter parts, darker parts, as was on the original. So in some cases, if you choose the right tolerance, and one more thing I have not talked about before, there is this first setting, and I can see now that the language is not correct here. I will fix it in the next version. So the first pixel you click when you are recoloring the image is considered the color that you want to replace. So if I start here on this dark blue, the result will be different than, and you can see that I can try to move the brush here, but nothing changes. The result will be different than if I start here on this very almost white if I start on this almost white part, you can see that the result is different, because you are replacing a very bright blue color, while in the first case I was replacing this intense blue color. And you can choose use this button to choose the replaced color. You saw that in this script you had to choose the original and the target colors, and this original color is determined by the clicked pixel if you use this setting. If I, for example, use a concrete color, you can see that it will replace, maybe once more, it will replace this blue, yellowish orange color, and this blue one will be left as is, and here it doesn't work as it should. So anyway, you will probably want to keep this on this automatic setting. So let me check questions, more questions. So this is the recoloring tool. You can of course ask questions later when you, if you watch this not live but from the recording. I will reply to you in the comments. So what else has changed? I have changed this toolbar here. You can now choose change the layer blending mode from this submenu, and you can quickly enable and disable the opacity for each layer using this button. This style menu has some new icons, and I have removed some of the filters that do not work well as a layer style. So I think this will be all for today's stream, unless there are questions, and I don't think there are questions. Okay, so thank you for watching, and you can test this version yourself and give me feedback by downloading it via the small link on the main download page. Say it says something like latest version or unstable and something like that, as always. So thanks for watching, and see you again in 3 weeks, and I hope in 3 weeks we will have almost final version with, I do not plan to add any new features, because I have been working on this version for like 10 months, and I want to have a finished version available for everyone as soon as possible. So no new features, just fixing bugs and fine-tuning the user interface and so on. Okay, so thanks for watching again, and see you later.